What's up, guys? Today will be a summary of 2022, my entire wheel strategy, how much money I made in total, as well as some other things that people ask me all the time. How many trades do I make per month? What stocks do I do? How long do I hold trades for? Things like that. My average monthly return on investment. I'll give you every single detail from every single wheel strategy trade that I made this year or last year in 2022. If you have no idea what the wheel strategy is, or maybe you're new to the wheel strategy, please, I beg you, go back and look at all my videos. I'm kind of like known maybe as the wheel guy here on YouTube. I have a strategy book and journal. It's been out now over a year on Amazon. You could check that out, pretty affordable. People say they love it. It gets good reviews. Thank you so much to the Discord for helping me write that. But before you like understand this, if you're just looking at this for the first time, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? So go back and look at some of my wheel strategies, covered calls, cash secure puts, get a little bit of an idea, and then this will be so much clearer to you. Also, too, guys, I trade the wheel inside Robinhood, and like them, love them, I don't really care. But I'll tell you from my experience, it's just so easy for something like the wheel. I feel like every brokerage has its pros and its cons. For this, I guess the easiest way to roll options, it's got a really easy options chain. And I think we're kind of past what happened a couple years ago with them. They've cleaned up their act. But I also in 2022 made like poor man's covered call, leaps options inside this portfolio, got smacked a little bit. But this year, in 2023, I am starting with $12,000, I think it was $12,100. And I am just going to trade the wheel. And I'm going to show you that this is repeatable because I know there's going to be some people that are like, he can't do that year over year over year. I'll tell you, this was my worst year. 2022 was my worst year out of the last 5, and I still think it was a pretty good year. So just like I update my dividends, I will be updating this wheel portfolio. And also I show all my trades inside the Discord, guys. Very affordable as well if you want to hop in and join that community. That's the first link down in the description below, as well as the ebook and anything else. Those links really do help support the channel, as well as giving this video a thumbs up if you really do like wheel content. But let's jump back into that spreadsheet. Very simple spreadsheet. And this is from a video that I did a long time ago. This spreadsheet is also available to all my Patreons. I pretty much, I change it here and there depending on what I need and what I think is very important to me. But essentially, it's got the date that I opened, the ticker, what it is, whether it's a call, a put, cash secure put, a covered call. Poor man's covered call was on there last year. The strike, so I could tend to like show the strike over time or just get an understanding, find out what my adjusted basis is, things like that. The strike price, expiration, days till expiration, the length that I'm open. I think I put the length that I'm open in there really for other people because they always ask me like, how long do you hold trades for? The open, so the premium that I collected, the sell to open, the buy to close, the net premium, the date I closed them, the basis for that trade, meaning what was the total cost for the 100 shares if I'm doing a cash secure put, or doing a covered call, or how much collateral did I need to put up if I was doing a cash secure put. And then the return on that investment is just the net premium compared to the basis. Very simple like that. I'm not going to draw this out, guys, and make this an hour-long video. I just want to talk about some things that I did. So first, January, average length, 8 days open. I made a couple trades. The net premium, $297. At the time, okay, so this was the portfolio value on the 1st of January last year. You can see I got smacked a little bit this year. I also took some money out. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I got about 1% return. And I've said that you can make between 1% and 2% on a really, really good average. So that's 25% for the year. If you have a really good month, you're going to have some 5% months. If you have some really, really bad months, you know, you can be down 5%. It really depends on who you are, what you're trading. Are you YOLOing stocks that have really high volatility, things like that? You'll see I do them pretty much with conservative stocks. I will have a separate sheet on here. I'll show you at the end of the video, each particular stock and how much each one returned me on an individual basis. But the nitty gritties, guys, and I'll recap all this. $465 in February. That was good for almost 2%. $394 on 21,000. That was 1.85%. I had $30 in April. I only made 4 trades. Just slow month in April, 0.14%. $518, that was good for 3%. $120, that was good for 0.7, and you can start to see some of these patterns in the days that they're open for and things like that. I did have a red month. I had to close some things in July, and you see when you close and roll, that usually is going to lead to a bigger month in the following month. But I was red, $130 this month, but you could see then I had my biggest month after some of those rolls had cleared, up around 6%. And which, guys, I think it really worth noting. I had so many people in the Discord ask me, like, how much am I looking to return on each trade? Or is there a wash rule going to happen here? Or, should I put money aside for taxes on every single trade? Guys, this is the picture you should be looking at, the big picture. And whether that's monthly, quarterly, or for me, yearly, don't micromanage one trade or 1 month, right? If I made a video about my July month, I'm going to look like a donkey, okay? But then look what happens the next month. You average them out and it gets to my monthly average, right? Zoom out, guys, especially when trading options and things like that. Zoom out and look at the big picture. Coming down, $2.99 was good for 2%. You're going to start to see a lot of patterns here. $336, good for about 3%. Coming into November, $622, 5%, pretty nice month there. And December, $387, and that was good for about 3%. Looking at the totals, guys, like I said, I'm not going to keep you here all day and drag this out. I could probably zoom in and make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Let's do that. So here's just information pulled from that spreadsheet, guys. Average trades per month, about 11 trades, and that is open and closed. So you could say that's really like 22 trades, but it's pretty much 11 closed trades every single month. The average days held is about 6, and that's about it. I sell weeklies pretty much. So between all the rollings and then some of the puts tend to be a little bit longer because I'll go till expiration. So that was my average. And the total income was $4,165. What was the average? So average was $347. And guys, you're like, that's not a lot of money. Guys, it's a hobby for me. And who wouldn't like an extra $4,000 on 20? All right. Like I said, with those leaps inside this Robinhood portfolio, I know that I pretty much have wheeled with about $20,000 worth of stocks and collateral for my puts, maybe 25 here and there, never more than 25,000. So like I said, this is good for about 20% return on the overall year in a year where the overall market was down, 15-20%. And furthermore, for the people that say the covered call is not a bearish strategy, well, here's 20% in a bearish year. This is a great way to hedge against a down market. When you have 100 shares of a stock and a stock is going down in price, you continue to write calls along the way. It is a bearish play. It hedges against downside. If I would have not sold covered calls, I'd be down 18% on a lot of my stocks, some of them even more than that. But because I was able to write calls, I got about $4,000 back. All right, friends, and here is everything pretty much sorted out. CCL, Dix, I just squeezed them in. Facebook became Meta, maybe about $500. Camping World, almost $700. That does not include the insane dividend that they pay. Almost $1,000 in Google. I just made a video about how much I love Google. It's pretty much become my favorite wheel stock. HPQ 177, VTI, I even tried earlier in the year doing that and just seeing if you can wheel ETFs. Got about $500 there. Vuzi, $43, WBA, $56, Piton, $500. That doesn't suck, especially with the year that they had. SWBI, $444. Starbucks, those were all poor man's cover calls, got $90 on that. And Intel, $196, rounding out Microsoft. So these are the only stocks that I wrote cash secure puts on or covered calls the entire year. So on January 3rd, guys, this was at 12,328. We'll see what I could do with this year. Over the last week, doing pretty good, and I think I'll show you. I'll grow this. There'll be no other things. I won't do any leaps or anything in this. This will just be strictly a wheel portfolio. I hope to go back, update some of those older videos that I've done with anything that is relevant. If you see an older video, guys, and I still have it up, that's because I still think it's relevant and I still think you can learn something from it regardless of the stock. So please don't be afraid of a video that's 1-2 years old. Things like that. If you want to pick up the book, guys, please do so. I'll leave a link. It's over in Amazon, or you can hit me up inside the Discord and I'll send you the link for it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're going to wheel in 2023. Do not be afraid of the wheel. It is a great hedge, especially if this market continues to go down. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.